Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. The year is young enough that I can even tell you a very happy new year 2021 in this video as well. So a very happy new year to all of you people, and here's wishing lots and lots of happiness and prosperity and love and hugs and light to all of you people. Today I'm here to talk about the books that I want to read in January 2021, and I tried to keep my head about it, and it looks like I failed because I have about 17 or 18 books on this list. I don't know how that happened. It just keeps happening, man. Why does it happen? I don't know. But without any further ado, let's get into this video and let me share with you all the books that I want to read in January 2021. So this first section is for my self-improvement and education. I want to be better. I want to educate myself about certain things. I want to help myself be more organized in my work, in everything that I do. So I have chosen two books for this. The first one is called Make Time: How to Focus on What Matters Every Day by Jake Knapp and John Zeratsky. I bought this about a year ago, and I haven't been able to read this, even though I think I added it to a couple of TBRs before, and I feel like this is going to be a really important one. I saw this book on a Read with Cindy's video, and I was totally obsessed with it ever since. And when I went to the second-hand shop near my mom's place and I found this, I grabbed it with both hands, but I have not been able to read it so far. But since I have huge plans for 2021 and I'm going in strong, I really want to actually do something to make it better. So I want to read this to make sure that I make time for everything that's important in my life. And the second book that I chose for this section is a lesson on India's ancient history, and the book is called India's Ancient Past by R.S. Sharma. This was suggested to me by Nandini. This is a book that is about ancient past, and I am on a mission to learn about India's history. So that is why I have added it to my January TBR. Although I am making sure that I don't overwhelm myself, I will take my time to read this book, and I won't be trying to finish it in January itself. So if you don't see this in my January wrap up, you'll know that I'm still taking in everything page by page, chapter by chapter, and it will be a while before you see this on any wrap up for that matter. So this next section is like a subsection of the first one, because this also involves me getting better, and this section is for me to get better at writing. And the book that I've chosen for January, which I will be reading in January, is Bird by Bird: Some Instructions on Writing and Life by Anne Lamott. And I don't have to say anything else about this book because I've already spoken about this in my book haul video, as well as my 21 books that I want to read in 2021 video, because this is part of that list. And I want to read this and implement the lessons that Anne Lamott is giving in this book to my writing so that I can make it better. And since I have a lot of writing goals as well, the video for that, my goals video, went up yesterday. Yes, this is a book that I will definitely read because I'm pumped for 2021 to start off, man. And it did start off, and now I'm like, how is it any different from 2020? But I'm hoping it will be a lot better than 2020. Next is the Drama Queen-a-thon Book Club pick, and it is still undecided, I feel like, for some reason, even though I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes has won the vote. But I think I Am Pilgrim is a sci-fi sort of book. I really have no idea. I've only heard about the book and I have heard about the movie. Nothing apart from that. So it's a good thing in a way, because I like to go in blind and I like to be surprised. I like to be punched in the gut with feelings and adrenaline because of all the action and all that, and I don't know what to expect from this book, so maybe that's a good thing. Next up is a subscriber pick for the month of January 2021. If you don't know what a subscriber pick is, what I do every single month is I give you my subscribers 4 options to choose from, and you pick one book from those 4 options and I read and review that particular book for each month. Towards the end of December, I posted asking you to choose one for January 2021. So you chose A Promised Land by Barack Obama, and I will be reading, vlogging and reviewing it on my channel in a video, and I hope that you like that. This is Barack Obama's autobiography and I am really looking forward to it, although the audiobook which I have on Audible is about 30 hours long, 30 or 31 hours long, and I am actually looking forward to it because I think Barack Obama himself has narrated it, and that kind of narration, that kind of audiobook is the best when the writer themselves are reading the book, they are narrating it, because they know the nuances, they know everything that went into writing that book and everything in their life, so they know the kind of emotions they have to put into every single sentence and every single paragraph. So I am really excited to read that. I'm glad that it won, although you know what, I was expecting it to win. So for this, I can't believe that 20 books I want to read in 2020 has now become 21 books I want to read in 2021. Time has flown, dragging us through the mud basically. But the first book from that lot I've already spoken about, and that is Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott. I won't say much about it again. But the second book I'd like to read from that list is The White Tiger by Arvind Adiga. This is, nothing much is given over here. It says meet Balram Halwai, the white tiger, servant, philosopher, entrepreneur, murderer, and there's nothing else that at least I found. And someone very kindly pointed it out to me in the comments that there's a movie coming out starring Priyanka Chopra and Rajkumar Rao. I had originally thought that it was a TV series, but apparently it's a movie. I don't know when exactly it is releasing, but maybe since I will have read this in January, maybe I can then watch it without saying like, I really want to read the book before I watch the movie. The next book from this list that I would like to read is Our Moon Has Blood Clots by Rahul Pandita. I have put this book off for a very long time and I feel like it's not fair to put it off even longer. So I am adding it to my January 2021 TBR and I hope that I will be able to get to it. This is based on the exodus of the Kashmiri Pandits, if I'm not mistaken, and I think the movie called Shikara was based on this, and I am really excited to get to this one, not in the way that, oh, I'm going to derive pleasure from their pain, but because I'm all for books that are going to educate me as well as make me feel things. And now on to the review copies that publishers sent me, the first of which was sent to me by Pan Macmillan India. The book I'm talking about is The Heart Asks Pleasure First by Karuna Ezra Parikh. Anne Patchett has blurbed this as well as Lisa Ray, and I don't think I need anything else for it. It's a sunny day in 2001 and Daya, a ballet student, is sitting in a park in Wales, far away from her home in India. Unbeknownst to her, she is about to meet Aftab, a young Muslim lawyer from Pakistan, and fall inexplicably in love. Even as Aftab battles his heart, their relationship transcends the divides of religion, nationality and language. They forge profound bonds, but the cataclysmic events of the year will have dangerous ramifications and push them to confront the most difficult complexities of their lives. Set in a world of students but breathtaking in its expansiveness, The Heart Asks Pleasure First is a spellbinding first novel that speaks urgently to the frailties of our times. Karuna Ezra Parikh humanizes the big themes of friendship and family and migration and xenophobia with the deftness of a poet and the magic of a born storyteller. A big thank you to Pan Macmillan India for sending me The Heart Asks Pleasure First. I am in love with that book even before I can read it, and that is saying something. This next book was sent to me by Rupa Publications, and that book is The Fixer by Suman Dubey. This involves a whole match fixing scandal and all of that, and I'm really excited to read it because I have not been an ardent fan of cricket. Like, I don't keep track of what's going on, which cricketer is new on the block, I don't keep track of cricket news. But if there's an India match going on, then I will watch it. So that is the extent of my love for cricket. But I am still Indian, and Indian means cricket is deep down in our core somewhere, and this book appeals to that love for cricket, and I'm really excited to read it. And I know that this is going to be a fun, fast-paced read, and that I will be able to get through it sooner than soon. So next is a proof that was sent to me by Bloomsbury India, and this is a proof copy, and the book I'm talking about is Humankind, A Hopeful History by Rutger Bregman. I feel like this book is an attack on Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, for some reason, because that book is full of the notion that humans are complete. And this book talks about the notion that it is realistic to assume that humans are kind people, they are generous people. And although I don't agree with that kind of idea, maybe if reading this book will give me a perspective, and maybe it will tell me that all is not lost yet, and that humans are not the worst ever to exist. It's going to be an uphill task for this book to convince me otherwise, that humans are good and all of that, but I'm really hoping, given that the name of this book has hope in it, that this is going to be one that will be very revolutionary. Next is a buddy read that I will be doing with Nandini and a couple of other people, and this book, we will not be finishing it in January. We have a discussion schedule set up, so we'll be reading only 2 volumes of this huge tome. There are like 5 volumes including the epilogue, and we will be discussing just the 2 volumes. And the book is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, and this is Russian literature set in Russia and about, I think, the aristocracy of Russia. I even read out the blurb for this in the 21 books I want to read in 2021 video, but for the life of me I cannot remember. But this is one that we will definitely read, even if it's in parts. The review for this will come out in March, so we will be reading that slowly, not putting pressure on ourselves, and we are just going to go slowly, because I know that somehow this is a difficult book to get into, and I just hope that we stick to our discussion schedules, man. Next is a book that I will be reading and reviewing for writers Melon. I was supposed to have read this and reviewed it in December, but that did not happen because a lot of things happened in December, man. But the book I'm talking about is Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart. This won the Booker Prize for 2020. There is no blurb on this. There is no blurb on this. Hey! Oh! Okay. This seems like a sad story. How is a reader supposed to know? Anyway, okay. I've heard very mixed reviews about this book. I mean, it's not like some people hate it, some people love it, but it's like the people have loved it, but I've heard people say that maybe there was a better deserving book, so I'm very intrigued by that. Okay, I'm looking it up on my phone. Let me read it out to you. This is a debut novel, apparently. Shuggie Bain is the unforgettable story of young Hugh Shuggie Bain, a sweet and lonely boy who spends his 1980s childhood in run-down public housing in Glasgow, Scotland. Thatcher's policies have put husbands and sons out of work, and the city's notorious drugs epidemic is waiting in the wings. Shuggie's mother Agnes walks a wayward path. She is Shuggie's guiding light, but a burden for him and his siblings. She dreams of a house with its own front door, while she flicks through the pages of the Freeman's catalog, ordering a little happiness on credit. Anything to brighten up her grey life. Married to a philandering taxi driver husband, Agnes keeps her pride while looking good. Her beehive, makeup, and pearly white false teeth offer a glamorous image of a Glaswegian Elizabeth Taylor. But under the surface, Agnes finds increasing solace in drink, and she drains away the lion's share of each week's benefits. All the family has to live on cans of extra strong lager, hidden in handbags and poured into tea mugs. Agnes's older children find their own ways to get a safe distance from their mother, abandoning Shuggie to care for her as she swings between alcoholic binges and sobriety. Shuggie is meanwhile struggling to somehow become the normal boy he desperately longs to be, but everyone has realized that he is no right, a boy with a secret that all but him can see. Agnes is supportive of her son, but her addiction has the power to eclipse everyone close to her, even her beloved Shuggie. So, that is what this book is about. So you write this on the blurb, no? Next up are the arcs I got from NetGalley. I requested them, and it's been a while. I have chosen one book for January, and for that I will have to read a previous book by this author because this is part of a series. The book I'm talking about is A Scarcity of Condors by Swan Lequer. This is the third in the Venery series. I've read the second book. I haven't read the first one. I read the second book in 2018 and I absolutely loved it. Swan Lequer's writing is beautiful, it's heartbreaking, and it's simply amazing, and I want to read everything that she has ever written. And the first book is An Exaltation of Larks, so I will be reading that also, and I will be reading A Scarcity of Condors later. Next up are the Libra FM ALCs that I have, and there are a bunch of them that I haven't gotten around to yet, but I hope that these two will be books that I will definitely listen to. The first one is Sasha Masha by Agnes Borinsky, and I have no idea what this book is about, but I've heard glowing reviews from someone I follow on Bookstagram, and I was like, okay, I have a chance to read this book, so now I'm going to go and request it as part of the ALC program for Libra FM. So a big thank you to Libra FM for allowing me to listen to this book and enjoy listening to it. And the next Libra FM ALC is Channel Kindness, Stories of Kindness and Community by the Born This Way Foundation reporters and Lady Gaga. I think this is a non-fiction book talking about kindness and the importance of kindness, as is obvious from the title. I am really excited to read this book because it's Lady Gaga and the Born This Way Foundation, and I really want to know what her thoughts about kindness and about being kind and all are, because as far as I have seen of her in the media, she is usually kind, and that's what I have seen. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, so let's see how this one goes. And the next set of books, there are 4 in this, but I have only 3 books. And the books that I will be reading and vlogging for you, because I had asked you in a community post whether you'd like to see a vlog for this series, and you said yes, and I was supposed to have done that in December, but the 4th book has not made its way to me, A Sky Beyond the Storm, which is the 4th in the Ember in the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir, and I thought once I have all 4 I could do it. So since it didn't happen in December, I will be trying and doing it in January, because the 4th book was supposed to have released first on 10th December, then it got pushed to 25th December, now it's 10th January 2021, and I'm like, but okay, once it comes home, I will definitely do a vlog for this, a reading vlog for this. I am really excited to read it. Like, I really want to start reading it. I don't care if the 4th one comes, but you know what? I want to binge read this series. So those were all the books that I want to read in January 2021. Which of these have you read? Which ones did you like? Which ones did you not like? What books are you planning to read in January 2021? Which is the first book that you picked for the month, for the year? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.